You know, it's never too early to start planning for something a lot of us would rather not think about. What happens after we are not here anymore? You can get some advice on estate planning at a series of seminars next month. And here to tell us about that is Kelly Kyle of the Howell, Kyle & Wynn Law Firm. Kelly, good to have you with us today.
Afternoon, Wilson. Thanks for having me.
This is, we mentioned something that people don't like to talk about, but it's something that everybody should be thinking about at least, because you need to start making plans early on, because there are things you do now that could affect your family later on, right?
That's absolutely right. And we say it's never too early to plan your estate, but it certainly can be too late. So we recommend that people come out, let us talk to them in the seminars that we're having next week. Give them some information, let them know about the options that they have when it comes to estate planning methods. It's nothing but free information being given in the seminars, and we'll help them make some choices.
When you put it in terms of estate planning, you think of someone with a big lavish estate, you know, with lots of money and lots of lots of things for people to figure out once you're gone. What if I'm somebody who doesn't have so much? Do I still need to be concerned about estate planning?
Everybody really needs to be concerned with it. I have people tell me all the time, I really don't need to worry about estate planning because I don't have an estate. But in fact, everybody does have an estate, and you certainly need to plan what will happen not only after death, but also what would happen if you became incapacitated. And that's a big part of our planning that we focus on that some people neglect.
So you're talking about if you were to become, if you were disabled in some way and couldn't work anymore,
by a
didn't have
stroke,
that income.
by dementia, by an injury or something.
And
what
the
would
things
happen?
you can do now to plan for that.
That's right.
Do you have some stories of, they're bound to be just situations that people can find themselves in if they don't plan ahead. What are some things that could happen if you don't?
Well, if you don't plan for incapacity, upon that incapacity, you, your family, and your assets can wind up in a conservatorship. That's a proceeding that has to take place in Chancery Court here in Mississippi. It's long, burdensome, very expensive.
It basically puts the court in charge of what happens, right?
That's right. The court appoints someone to act on your behalf, but that person is very much under the supervision of a Chancery Court judge. And as I said, it's very burdensome, it's very expensive, and it will probably go on until the time you pass away. At that time, all of the things that you own are going to have to pass through probate after you pass on. If you have
those legal words.
That's right. That's the process where the court determines who can act on behalf of your estate, who will inherit from you after you pass away.
And better for you to decide who that is now while you still can, rather than having a court figure that out.
Certainly. If you don't do planning, you're going to get stuck with what I call the one-size-fits-all, one-size-really-fits-none estate plan that the state of Mississippi has in store for you and everyone that doesn't do planning.
So, if you come to one of these seminars, which are free, as he mentioned, you can learn about all these things in more detail and get specific questions answered?
Yes, we'll be happy to answer specific questions that we can in the seminar, although we offer free consultations for those that attend the seminar with one of our attorneys in our office there in Ridgeland. And that's really where you can get the more specific questions answered.
Very good. With a one-on-one situation, that's terrific. A lot of these going on, Jackson, Pearl, Madison, all over the next week,
Madison,
right?
Raymond, Byram, Flowood. So really, no matter where you happen to be in the greater Jackson area, there will be a seminar close to you.
About how long does it last?
They last about an hour, 15 minutes to an hour and a half. We reserve time at the end for questions and answers, as we said, so about that.
And they are free, but they do ask that you register so they can kind of get a head count. It's howellelderlaw.com. howellelderlaw.com there on your screen to sign up for one of these seminars on estate planning. Thank you so much, Kyle, for coming on.
Thanks, Will.
Kelly,
Glad
Kyle,
to be here.
Good to see you. We'll be back after
Thank
this.
you.